Hi, I'm Greg Wenzel, CoverGirl Makeup Pro. Thanks for joining me behind the scenes on set today. As a professional makeup artist for the last 10 years, I'm consistently creating glamorous looks for celebrities and the pages of magazines. Today I'm going to share some of my backstage beauty tips and secrets using 5 of my favorite foolproof products from CoverGirl. This season it's all about the smoky eye, the flawless face, and the perfect lip. Listen on to hear how you can create this fabulous fall look effortlessly in just minutes. So what exactly are the Foolproof 5? These must-have CoverGirl products are staples that have stood the true test of time. They're in high rotation in my makeup kit and should be in yours as well. These products include Clean Liquid Makeup, Eye Enhancer Shadows, Perfect Point Plus Eyeliner, Lash Blast Volume Mascara, and Outlast All Day Lip Color. I love these products because they're so easy to use, they complement your skin tone and your personal style. These are my go-to products when I'm on set, and they should be in your makeup kit and your purse wherever you go. So let's start by prepping Serafina's skin. So for skin, we're going to use Clean Liquid Makeup, and we're going to use a sensitive formula. We're going to use the shade called Warm Beige. And I like to put it on with a synthetic foundation brush, but the great thing about it is that it's so lightweight and it blends on effortlessly. But if you don't have a brush, it's so easy to apply, you can just use your fingers. I love Clean Liquid Makeup because it gives you a breathable, natural look. It just looks like a radiant second skin. So there's a product for every skin type, normal, sensitive, or oil control. So with foundation, you don't need to put it on the entire face. You just sort of need to go in what I call is detailing. So you just want to go in and put it in the areas when you find that there's any unevenness in the skin. So if there's any redness, maybe on dark circles, maybe around the nose, in between the eyebrows, usually there's redness. Another great thing about Clean Liquid Makeup is that it goes on very, very sheer, but if you want, you can build a heavier coverage. And you can go in with your fingers to just blend it in those hard to reach places, like deeper places like the inner corner of the eye. And if you're looking to build more coverage, what you want to do is sort of stipple it on and pat it into place so it adheres to the skin and you get like a great coverage. Because when you just blend or wipe, you're going to be shearing out the product and you're not going to be building a coverage, and you'll wipe away any coverage that you've built. So now that we've prepped Serafina's skin and given her a flawless face using Clean Liquid Makeup, let's move on to eyes. One of the hottest trends this season was rich metallic eyes. We're seeing this look everywhere, from the runway to the red carpet. We're going to use Eye Enhancer Shadows to create this look. I'm using a 3 kit, but the Eye Enhancer Shadows also come in a 4 kit as well. They come in pre-arranged colors, so they take away all the guesswork, they're always on trend, and you know that these colors are going to suit you and flatter you. I'm using the Dazzling Metallics palette to get that celebrity look. So right now I'm using the copper shade, and I'm going to put that in the center of the eye. So I'm just going to take a finer tipped brush, or you can use the tip of one of the sponge tip applicators that the shadows come with. And I just want to sweep the copper underneath the eye as well. What makes it modern is that it's a colorful smoky eye. Some of the shadow palettes are really punchy and bold, while there's a lot softer and more natural. So there's really color for every woman of every age range. Another thing that's going to make it really modern too is your shape. You never really want to have like too defined or too heavy of a crease. You just always want to look like you have a soft wash of color. And I mean, you can see how intense the shadows are. Like, you're getting a really great color payout from the shade. Now I'm just going to take this white gold and go in and highlight the inner corner of her eye. On most women, the inner corner of the eye tends to recede or be a darker area. So you really do want to go in there and highlight, most of the time using like a shimmer or a metallic or something with some kind of reflection, just to really draw that into the foreground. So now I'm just going to go in with the darker shade in the palette. And I'm just using a really fine tipped synthetic brush, one that has a nice flat edge. If you're on the go and you don't have brushes, you can always use your finger. The oil from your finger will actually help the pigment to become richer and also help it adhere to your skin. Or if you don't have a fine brush like I'm using to apply the darker shade as a tight eyeliner to the outer corner of the eye, you can use a Q-tip. It's always good to blend up because it's going to lift the eye. As opposed to drawing down, you're going to have sort of sad turned looking eyes. So you can just literally go in and use your makeup wipe as an eraser. That way it'll keep, especially with a dark smoky eye or a bright colorful smoky eye, you want to make sure that if you're going to have an impact or bold statement eye, you want to make sure your under eye is really fresh. Because it's going to create that nice crisp contrast. Smoky eyes are always a popular trend with celebrities, and often a lot of my clients and people ask me to show them how to do it. So I'm going to show you how right now. I'm going to use the Perfect Point Plus pencil in black onyx. And I love how this eyeliner goes on in one smooth glide without skipping and dragging. It has a really precise point, so you can really get in there and draw a really fine line, or you can create a softer, more smudged effect because the crayon is so soft. Both the pencil and the eye enhancer shadows are so versatile. You can create a softer, subtler look. I mean, the palette I used, you could use just the gold or just the copper, just for a really soft wash of color. Obviously, we're trying to get a more dramatic look. So we're going a little bit more intense and more impactful. This is one of my favorite pencils because it's so hard to find a black eyeliner, or an eyeliner in general, that will stay put in the waterline. Because there's so much movement in here, and because it is a wet area, most of the time makeup tends to run or bleed, or it won't stay still. This is going to give you a really crisp, kohl-lined eye, and it's water resistant, so it's going to stay put. Another tip is to sort of pull your upper lid. It's going to create a lot of distinction and really, really frame your eyes and give you a really smoky, sultry look. To finish off our high impact eye, we're going to take volume to the next level with CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. Its mold fusion brush is designed to hold a lot of mascara formula and really build up a dramatic lash. Even though it has a smudge proof and smear proof formula, it's still so easy to wash away at the end of the day. Lash Blast Volume has actually been the best-selling mascara in Canada for the past 3 years, and it's so popular with the makeup artists just because it's so easy to use. It gives you such a great dramatic effect with such little effort. I'm using Very Black on Seraphima to create a dramatic look. And you can keep it more natural and just put one coat for day, or you can build it up and create like a real false lash look for evening with 2 coats. The brush is great because it's so big and it's so fat, it deposits a lot of product without clumping. But the tip is so fine that you can really get into those hard to reach places, like the inner corners and then the small tiny lashes underneath your eye. But we're gonna let this mascara set before we do her underneath lashes. And so if you have tiny lashes underneath, you can just sort of dot at the base of the lash with the tip of the mascara wand and then pull down. So it's almost like you're depositing and pulling through. Now that we've got a natural looking base and bold eyes in just a matter of minutes, it's time for the finishing touch with the perfect lip. I'm going to apply it. It's actually a new shade of Outlast, and it's called Faint Hue. And it's perfect paired with this dramatic metallic smoky eye. Not only is it the perfect texture, but the color is perfect too. It's a perfect balance to offset the dramatic eye. And it's that great nude that has enough color so your lips don't look washed out. The applicator is great too because if you have larger lips like Seraphima, you can use the flat end of the brush to get a big, quick coverage. And then if you want to detail and draw and get a nice airbrushed, diffused looking line, you can use the tip. Now that we have the base color coat on, we can apply the moisturizing top coat. It's going to give us a hint of shine, make the lips look really supple. And this lip color is really going to lock into place. The lip color comes in 41 shades, and Pat McGrath, Global Creative Design Director for CoverGirl, has helped create the shade palette, so they're very current and always on trend. The formula is great too because it's smudge-free and smear-proof. So it's great for a makeup artist who's on set and really needs to get a long wear out of a lip color, but it's also great for your everyday consumer who's going to be wearing the lip color. Like, it's not going to come off on glasses of wine, when you kiss your husband or boyfriend, and it really does last 16 hours. So in just a few minutes, we created a celebrity caliber look with 5 products only. I'm so confident you'll love the foolproof 5. I would love for you to try them yourselves. Give this fall look a try. For more beauty tips, check out covergirl.ca.